What's going on, everybody? Nicholas Moreno here alongside Josh Blackwell, Bears nickel cornerback. Josh, before we kind of get into all the football talk, how's your summer? What would you say is the highlight of what you did this summer?
Highlight, I played a lot of golf this offseason.
Okay.
Yeah, played with a lot of guys here, Keenan, Byard, last game. I was going to say KB, but there's two of them. But
True.
Yeah, I played a lot of golf, so that's probably the highlight. Nothing else changed. I mean, I was just working.
Yeah.
Getting back into it, training, and yeah.
Have you always been a golfer? Or is this something that you recently picked up?
Yeah, my dad got me in it at a young age, so I've been playing for a while. Am I good? No, but I have fun.
There you go. I honestly, like, if you give me a golf club and try to swing it, it looks like I look like the most unathletic person possible. So eventually I have to pick it up. I actually remember at some point last season when we were talking about the new Spider-Man game. I had not played it yet.
Still.
But I have now. I'm like
okay.
About 40% in. It's amazing. I know you've finished it and done all that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you like to play video games some of your downtime. But what are some? You mentioned golf. Is there anything else that you like to do outside of football where you want to kind of get away from the game when you can?
Since I was a kid, I've kind of enjoyed tinkering with things. I always loved to build. So Legos are a big thing. So I will buy a Lego set just to put together for a decoration. I love the idea of putting things together. I love doing puzzles. It's kind of a nerd, low key, but I mean.
There ain't nothing wrong. Honestly, I'm big into anime. And
I love watching anime. Yeah.
What do you like? What do you like watching?
So I gotta finish. I haven't finished Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Obviously Demon Slayer is still kind of going, but this arc is kind of slow. I gotta finish Attack on Titan. I got a lot of things to finish, but I love to watch them. My background on my phone is Hunter x Hunter. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
You mentioned Legos. Did you ever get into Bionicles as a kid?
Bionicles, yeah. I had Bionicles. I had Kinects. I had the little transformer things that you could put.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I remember all those too growing up.
Yeah.
Isn't Caleb also big into Lego? I heard that I heard that he was big into Legos, but I know.
I don't know.
There is something about building stuff and it's therapeutic in a way.
Yeah,
a little
for
bit.
sure.
Now, Josh, just to kind of get into a little bit of the football side of things here, Eric Washington highlighted you as one of the guys in the secondary outside of the starters who's really impressed so far. Why do you think he identified you as a guy that has done some really good things on the football field?
For one, I guess Kyler being out for the last couple of weeks, somebody had to step up, so that was my job to do that. And I guess just, my willingness to take on the role of being wherever I need to be, being prepared in whatever role they put me in. And I feel like just my confidence in myself and the guys' confidence in me, this is my third year, so I've kind of gotten a feel of the system and stuff. And it's just, at this point, it's just kind of, executing when you need to. So, I feel like just having the same coaching staff, my coach specifically, kind of build a relationship off the field, and then getting the confidence in each other, on the field. I think it just makes it easier for both of us. So when guys go down, we can step up and be the next guy up.
In that next guy up mentality, obviously being someone who's undrafted out of Duke and then having to work your way into rosters, is that where you say you kind of develop that mentality that whenever your number's called, you're going to be ready?
Absolutely. You got to be, right? Even undrafted, it's if when I got here, it was you're going to end up playing at some point. It's just how it goes. Numbers-wise, injuries, things happen. So you got to be ready. So I took that upon myself to prepare myself as best as I could, because when my number is called, they expect me to play on the same level as Kyler, whoever I step in for. So absolutely.
For sure. And Josh, I've interviewed some of your other defensive teammates, Jacob Martin, Zach Pickens, bigger guys.
Right.
It's safe to say that quite isn't you being one of those bigger guys.
Yeah,
but
probably one of the smallest, if not the smallest.
Yeah. So despite your size, though, when I watch you, there's no hesitancy in your game.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why is it that when you go out there is no self-doubt of, despite the physical limitations? Why is that?
I don't think my size has ever limited me to anything. I use my assets the best I can. I'm a fast, twitchy guy, so it's I know how physics works. If I run full speed at you, it's kind of, so I've always been the smallest guy from Little League up. Kind of just you know, you can't fear anything. It's just like, just go full speed and just go. Like,
you can't honestly, you can't play football any other way.
You can't, right, especially being small. So like, yeah, that's my mentality.
No, it makes a lot of sense. And what kind of mentality would you say you have to be a nickel corner? Because you play with a lot of space.
Yeah.
Not like you're on the boundary, and obviously that's still a very tough position, but
for sure, yeah.
Very difficult to play that specific position. What kind of mentality do you have to play with?
I'll be honest, when I got into the league, I had never played inside before. I never played slot. I've never done it before. So I had learned so much more about football and the defense and run fits and what the D-line is doing, what the linebackers are doing. Like, I had never had to playing outside as much as, like, now everybody has to know everything, but it's like you have to know what's going on. But the mentality is, it's just like, you're basically a linebacker. You're a linebacker that can cover, right? Like, and it's kind of crazy saying that, me being small, like I'm a linebacker, but that's the truth. That's the reality of the defense. And it's like, you got to have that mentality that, like, I am the best on the field. Like, I have to be, right? Like, because you kind of make the defense go, right? Like you said, you have a lot of field to cover when you're covering. Yeah, I mean, it's just the mentality that, like, you can't beat me. Like, I am the best. So,
what stands out about this defense right now? Obviously, you mentioned like the continuity being in a familiar system, but just as you're kind of going through like the dog days of training camp, what stands out about this defense right now to you?
I love the leadership that we have on this team. Like, Kevin Byard for us in the defensive back room is just like, he's a vocal leader. You got Tremaine. You got guys that are like really, really like vocal, passionate, and it's like we all have the same goal in mind. It's like we want to win, and we want to win now. And it's like, guys, even in the dog days of camp, it's like, man, we're here to, you know, to dominate, right? Like, and that mindset just carries over. It just trickles down to the lowest guy in the totem pole all the way up. You know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful thing, and I think the guys want to win. Like, we're ready to win. The city's dying to win, so it's like, it's this time. Like, let's put it together.
And obviously, you guys can feel that, and, you know, with Hard Knocks being here too. It's just this extra emphasis. Have you watched the first 2 episodes?
So I'm a weird guy. Like, I can't watch myself. I can't. It's weird. Like, I don't want to hear myself talk. I've actually never even seen an episode of Hard Knocks. Really? Never.
So it's safe to say you probably won't watch this interview? I mean, if you don't like to hear yourself talk, or you might go back.
Is this going to be on Hard Knocks?
It won't be on Hard Knocks, but no. But that's interesting, though. So
my mom will watch it, and she'll send it to me.
Okay.
They always do. Anything I do, they'll send it to me, and it's like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Like, even the one that they posted yesterday of J.O. with the crepes and the...
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it, but I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's cringy, honestly, like, getting myself talking.
I think anybody who, like, even for myself, hearing it's like, oh, okay, that's what I sound like. And no, I completely understand. So. Josh, going up against this offense with Caleb Williams, what have been your takeaways so far just from him as a rookie, but also seeing what he can do on the football field?
He makes plays that are just insane, right? Like, and he makes me better. Like, I'll be honest. Like, some of the things that you know, you can get away with, you can't get away with him. Like, he's sharp. Even being young, he's sharp. Can make plays out of nothing. Covering guys like Keenan, like, that only makes me, Kyler, Stroh, Jay Jones, it only makes us better. Like, ready. Like, he is a Hall of Famer. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, covering him in the slot, covering Rome, like, covering these guys, it makes us better. Like, we're really covering the best of the best. So it's like, it's fun. It's fun to be a part of, and it like I said, it just makes us all better. It makes us, you know, tougher on our side of the ball. So.
I mean, I've watched a couple of reps with you covering Keenan. Like, it's a tough thing.
It's a tough thing.
What is it that he does? Like, what is it about his route running that can just set guys up, and he does create separation?
He makes everything look similar. Like, not a blazer, doesn't have to be, though. He'll kind of lull you to sleep, and then you think he's going this way, and he's going the opposite way, and he'll run routes that aren't supposed to be run one way. Like, he had a route earlier in camp in one-on-ones, and he literally ran a outside release dig, and it was the most, like, it was crazy. Like, I had just never seen it before, and just creates separation. He just does unorthodox things that just. He makes
it work, though.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's going to be a Hall of Famer for that exact reason.
Right.
Josh, kind of going into special teams, how do you feel about this new kickoff? Obviously, you're someone who's been really productive, you know, on the traditional type of kickoff. And just earlier, about 20 minutes ago, Coach Hightower called you a cerebral player, especially on special teams. But how do you feel about this new kickoff and what it can do? Like, how do you feel about it?
I think from a return standpoint, I think it's incredible. Like, I think it's going to open up the opportunities that haven't been there last season. I think it was like 20% of kicks were like taken out last year.
Yeah.
I think that opens up doors for opportunities for guys like, Bayless, Stroh, like guys that are returning for us. So, but in regards to the kickoff team, I don't know, like, still kind of getting used to it. I'm used to running
a good distance,
and making a move and making a play, and now it's kind of all right now, like everything is happening right now, and it's different, but I think it'll start to grow on me as I keep doing it. But
you missed the old way a little bit. It kind of almost seems like a little bit on your face there.
It's just I don't know. It's just new. I'm not used to it
For sure.
but yeah.
Josh, what does Josh Blackwell, the punt returner, bring to his team? How would you answer that?
I think I'll bring some excitement. I did it in college. I did my last 3 years, and I did pretty well at it. So I think if I get my opportunity, I think I'll make the most of it.
I mean, we literally have the Hester jersey right behind here, right?
Right.
Was that somebody that, like, as your opponent, did you watch a little bit of Hester highlight? Yeah.
Everybody did.
Everybody did, right?
Everybody did, right.
Like, who? Yeah, honestly, stupid.
Best.
Question. Who didn't
The
watch?
best,
Who
right.
didn't watch Hester? No, that's cool though. Josh, hey, appreciate you for taking time to sit down with me, and wish you the best of luck this season, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
We all silly like the mayor.